the dude cherry picking, and it just felt like a Saturday. Like even Levi was just like, "Oh, it's Saturday." Like, no, it's Wednesday. Wednesday, blah blah blah. And then this morning it just felt like a Saturday morning. Ugh.
Look at that, like a Saturday morning.
So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll have a whole lot of people involved, but that's actually better because I don't really want to deal with all that right now. Oh shoot, that's not.
The Eddie guy, he responded first. He's like, "Oh, I like to pop on."
Yeah.
Yeah, to this one, because we'll set up another one with him and Derek. They're ready,
Right.
and we'll spotlight post it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what's so cool is, here's your evidence. This is how it works. This is how things go. All right, so edit the
Right.
post. Yeah, I don't know why that picture came out so pixelated. It's really weird.
The updated one, right, with the family?
Well, no, I deleted the update
Oh, did
post.
you?
But this one just below it looks really bad. I don't like bad pictures. Anyway, all right, guys, we are live. Let me type this in here so that people can see. All right, guys. This is meeting number 8 of the IEG travel group. I know that there's probably not going to be a ton of people on this, and that's actually okay because this is more of a quick kind of training video. I don't know. It was Tim. What was it? A couple months, maybe a month or so ago. We had a situation where people were getting into Zooms and it wasn't very secure, and so we had kind of a training where we showed teachers and students and everybody how to use everything correctly. And let me tell you something. I don't think we've had an issue with security since everybody learned what to do and fixed the problem. So that's awesome. And so the how great that is that people are listening. And this is something that I really want people to understand is we are at a point where we're about to show everyone how to have these live web talks for anybody that has a Zoom account. It doesn't even have, it'll work even with free accounts. So what we want to do is we want to increase all of your interactions. We want to increase all of your information. We want to get more of your information out to the world. So especially for IEG, this is big for me because I think IEG is going to be the group that kind of shows people how to do things. They're doing a great job of coming up with new ideas and things like that. One of the things that IEG does is if somebody makes a post, when they make a comment, they put in a link of one of their posts so that you can go and comment on their post. Brilliant idea. Did I come up with it? No, I did not. Because sometimes I don't have all the brilliant ideas. I don't know who started it in the IEG group, but I think it's something that that every group that's part of IEG anything. So let's say you have a class and your teacher posts something and you make a comment. Put a link in there in your comment of maybe another post from that teacher that is on your profile, or maybe a link to something that you have that might be related to that so that people can start interacting even more. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some things that I would like for us to start doing, especially in here on the IEG travel group, because if what is going on really happens and RJ says that You know, the app is coming out here in July, supposedly. Our interaction is going to mean a whole lot more in the next month than it does even now. And right now, what has been incredible is to see people posting, you know, pictures or a video and talking about the place, and then people responding and posting their links, and the interaction just keeps going and going and going. That's exactly what we need for the IEG travel group. And we're going to start seeing how that really, really works points wise and revenue wise here in probably a month. It is very exciting. I think that the people that are involved in this travel group are really understanding what we're trying to do, and everybody else in IEG, like the entire group, you know, I hope a lot of teachers watch this, have seen this, or whatever. Start thinking about how are you going to talk to your teams to do these kind of things that we're talking about, because once again, we're not coming up with stuff to make us worse. We're always trying to come up with stuff that's going to make us better. And I think that, you know, a couple of these things that we're going to talk about today are going to make us better. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to have Tim kind of talk about the shared. So I'm going to show on here on this post for this class what it looks like. Okay. And when we look at this, here's what we want you to kind of understand. And you know what, guys, we are going to talk about this later today too, as like a full on, you know, Zoom meeting. Okay. I just want to start getting this information out, as well as, you know, teachers should start, you know, talking to other classes and stuff like that as well. So if we look here, I made this post about this class, and what I really, really like is I see a lot of emojis. That's awesome. That's supporting your teacher. We have some comments already. People already starting to talk about coming in, and, you know, they want to be in the group. Speaking of which, I better check and see if anybody is in the waiting room. Nope, I don't see anybody in the waiting room. Okay. So then we have 14 shared. Now here's what we're going to talk about today, guys. And Tim's going to explain a little bit more about the shared. What I think, well, let him explain it. Okay. I would like Tim to explain the idea of what we're going to change with the shares, because you need to really listen to this. We're not saying never share. We're saying what things should we share. So what I want to do before Tim starts talking is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to make a post so that Tim can kind of use this as an example. So I'm going to show you guys that I want to make a post. Okay. And so I'm going to post up here. I'm going to say hashtag IEG travel. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on files, and I'm going to this, I'm going to open it. I'm going to add this one, open it, add this one, open it, add this one, open that. Okay. So I'm going to add some pictures from Egypt. Okay. Now what I will do is I'm going to show you a couple ways to do this. I could do this publicly, and it could go to everybody that wants to see this. Okay. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do it in my custom group of the IEG travel group. Okay, because I've made a group. And Tim, tell me if this is kind of what you're, you know, wanting me to show, because I think this is what you're trying to get people to understand, correct? So we
Yes.
have the IEG travel group. I have people that are connected. When I find them, they want to connect. I make sure that they're put in the IEG travel group. They also, I also will put in the tags. I put hashtag IEG travel group so I can connect them that way. So what happens is when I do this post, now not the whole entire world of Web Talk has to see my silly little pictures. Because guess what? Not everybody is as happy to see my pictures as I am. Okay. When I post, I'm pretty pumped up about my picture of, Levi getting to touch hieroglyphics. But guess what? There's thousands and millions of people that don't want to see that. We also want to support each other. So we need to contact each other and we need to be connected with each other. Now, some of you haven't done all this connection as a group, but you have contacts. That's fine. You can make your post and I'll go back and show it one more time. Well, I think I can show it here. Let's see. Yeah. So when I click on this, when I want to share it, instead of sharing publicly, I want to share it to all my contacts. That's what we really want to do because most of us are connected to people that are connected within our group. Okay. You might have a couple people outside of like the IEG travel group, but that's okay. That's not a problem. What the problem is that what we're doing is we're publishing stuff in public and then people are sharing, like, let's say a class has a Kahoot and they get the results from the Kahoot. Well, if you want to show that to the class, or if you want to show that to IEG people, you would probably be smart doing that to the contacts. If you're posting that publicly, every single person on Web Talk is seeing your quiz review. Do you think that people want to see that? Do you think that people want to join a group that's posting stuff like that all the time? I don't want to see that all the time. I'm not being mean, but I don't care about your quiz results. Your class might, your teacher probably does. A group of people that do a Kahoot might be interested in, but I might not be. Okay. So instead of what we've been telling people is, share publicly and then share. That's what we've been doing because we didn't have enough. We needed a broader group. Now our groups are getting to be so large that we don't need that. Okay. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here. Most of the time when you guys do, especially IEG travel, when you do a travel group, do it to your contacts. Why? Because we want more people in the IEG group, travel group. We want them to see your pictures and your information and our Zoom meetings and all that. We do want that. Okay. We really do. We want to have more and more people join the group so that we can become bigger and more powerful. So that I would say, if you're posting a picture or doing a review on something or whatever you're doing, yeah, do it to your contacts. But what I also would say is start building a custom group. Start connecting with these people from IEG so that we become kind of a closer knit group. Okay, so I'm going to post mine. Actually, I'm just going to do it to the contacts, Tim, because I want people to see these pictures and start seeing, the IEG travel. So I'm going to say all my contacts. I'm not going to do it to Twitter and Facebook right now because that's not the point. Right now, we already know everyone knows how to do all that. So that's cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say all contacts and I'm going to post. Okay. Now, hopefully while this is going, we're going to see how this kind of works. Okay. So if I posted my sweet little picture, everybody's happy. They want to watch it or check it out. Great. If we look underneath, I've posted this and let's see. Let's go to mine. And let's look down here. Okay. So I'm going to let Tim kind of talk about the idea of like what's good and what's bad to do the shared button. Okay. Because we really, really, truly are looking at interaction. Okay. So what we have here is we have the emojis, which is awesome. Everyone should emoji. Everyone should be commenting. But the problem is we're getting into a situation where someone says, well, I can't comment on this. So they have come into Web Talk. They see me, right? They see the post. They want to comment on it because they're going to support their teacher or support someone who's in the travel group. I just want to support someone. I saw their post. I liked it. I really want to support them and I comment, but I can't because we're not connected. Well, what do? We go up to their name and we click on their name. Look, click on their name. I guess that's me. If we click on their name, I can, down here, it'll say connect. If you're not connected, connect with that person. If you like their post, if they're part of the IEG travel group, if they're, someone that you want to connect with, sweet, connect with them. Okay. That's what we need to do. We need to start connecting with the people that we know, not everybody, the people we know, the people that we know are connected to us, that have some investment in our group. Because you got to understand, guys, IG travel, I'm not really concerned about how many people like my stuff. I'm concerned about how many people in IEG travel that want to start generating revenue so we can all travel together. Those are the people I'm concerned about. So I want you guys to be concerned about those people too. All right. So when you see someone post something like that, if you can comment. If you can't comment, that means you're not connected. Connect. And I would say the first time, if you try to comment and you can't comment, I would say go ahead and share that, just because you're showing some support, but you can't comment because you're not connected. Connect, click on their, check them out, find out who did it. Okay, then we're going to look at their name. Look at all these people that commented. That's wonderful. They're supporting me. If I can't comment, I'm going to go up. I'm going to click. I'm going to connect with them. I'll probably share it that one time just because I want to show some love. The next time, well, just comment, emoji. And then what you can do is, let's say, and Tim, I'm kind of jumping in front of you, I think is what I'm doing, but I want to show kind of in this process what I would do. So when we're saying like don't share, something like this probably could be shared. In fact, it should be, because it's a class, it's something that everyone needs to see. But let's say I see this and I go, okay, sweet, like it's cool. Maybe I want to share it with the other contacts, okay? But I don't hit share, I hit this. Copy the link, okay? I would copy the link. I would go to the news feed, because now it becomes your information. So you would take my pictures and you would copy that. Let's see. That's not it. That is definitely not it. Okay, let's see. Interesting. You know what? It's probably because I'm trying to copy my own link. That's what it is. So let's just look at this real fast. What I would do is I would go here. Oh, look, see, I got comments. Teacher Tim commented. And then what did he do? I click on that. It's going to take me to something else. Ah, see, now I can go here. It's an IEG travel person. Let's see if I can comment. Ooh, I can comment. Okay, so I'm connected to them. I was just making sure that I wasn't connected to them. Okay, so then now I would see theirs. I would click on theirs and I would comment on theirs, put a link, put my link in of a post, and we just keep doing this over and over and over again. People are sharing information. That's awesome. Okay. Let me go back real quickly to finish my train of thought. What you do is you copy the link and then you paste that link into your post on your page. What does that do? That generates revenue for yourself, because people will start posting on that. Okay. That's what we want to do, is generate more and more revenue. Okay. So Tim, go ahead and kind of explain to us why we shouldn't share as much as we do.
And I'm actually trying to post yours as what you're saying. So, but I'll stop that. I'll go into Zoom with you. Okay, so it got really quiet. Is it just me, huh?
It's
You
probably
know, okay. Oh, you're turning off your microphone. Um, you know what, Teacher Andy, what you just shared there actually was very beautiful. You went into the custom, which not a lot of people understand, and they will get to understand. And actually, you shared something about the contacts only. That's what's going to be tomorrow morning with Teacher Toto. We're going to go over different scenarios. So, tonight, my time, your morning time is, what should we, create in Web Talk that can be shared publicly? Well, that's the IEG classes that teachers have. Um, when they're sharing their Zoom links, um, you know, the YouTube videos, Web Talkers, the YouTube videos of your favorite YouTubers should be public. They need to be shared out with others that see it. You're supporting YouTubers, so it's public. We should be seeing them in the Magic News feed publicly all the time. What we need to take Web Talk to the next level and why is very important. Let's give an example. The IEG Travel Project. It's a group of a couple hundred members. And what's happening is these IEG travel members are creating Web Talk posts of beautiful information, different countries, provinces, where they might have traveled to. Well, they're hashtagging it. And what we need to show, and that's what we're doing. Teacher Andy brought something very important. We showed a couple months ago to make Zoom secure. It took a while, and we showed. Now we're going to show how to take Web Talk to the next levels with posting. And the IEG Travel for Free project is exactly what we need in the contacts only now. We don't need to be creating public posts for this and having everybody share it in a Magic News feed that's real time. There is no control from Web Talk. So we need to learn how to use Web Talk. And that's where we're going to show you. And the number one, Teacher Andy, as I know you agree, is the IEG Travel for Free project. It's every single post. There's so many every day. So why is Teacher Tim bringing this up? Is because when you see the Magic News feed like you see in my eyes, I am picturing other Web Talkers from around the world that are seeing their Magic News feed because they're following IEG members. There's a difference between following and connected. Following, you're going to see all the public. Connected, it's a different story. You have an opportunity to go private. We have a large enough group that's private. They're connected. Teacher Toto actually taught this in the Constitution for Vietnam. How to connect. How do I know? When I would connect to them professionally and personally, they would accept, they would confirm the request, giving permission to be contacts only. So the IEG, we need to understand something. The IEG Travel Project. When you guys are creating hundreds of Web Talk posts every day, we must begin to think about the Web Talk posts, the creation of them. It's 1 point for every Web Talker. We need to stop thinking about the big number 30 for a second. We're thinking short term. Now let's refocus to the bigger picture, because that 30 points was 6 months ago. We were showing everyone 6 months ago to share before the rewards. If everybody's creating a Web Talk post, that's 1 point for you. If we do it in the contacts only, privately, you're going to get an emoji from your contacts if they enjoy it. That's 10 points. If they can't comment, so what? So what? We will teach you how to connect. Teacher Andy just did 10 minutes ago. If you were listening here, these are real interactive broadcasts. Now, the other point though is we're going to lose a lot of Web Talkers that want to follow IEG. And the perfect example is Super Z and a few other IEG members. They're not going to follow a bunch of people that are sharing in a magic news feed publicly. Unfollow, unfollow, unfollow. Because you don't know how to use Web Talk. All you're doing is sharing 10 in a row. Beep, 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 beep. What happens to the magic news feed of someone who's connected to you? They see 10 in a row. Instead of, they would see 10 different contact only posts. They would still see it in their magic news feed. They would see 10 separate ones. Not one person sharing every single one. We are at a point now, as Teacher Andy knows, and to the Web Talkers of IEG, we have enough Web Talkers creating Web Talk posts, and that's the key. It is not about emojis anymore. It's not about comments anymore. It's not about shares anymore. It's about content creation. And now knowing how to use Web Talk. So we don't lose other Web Talkers. And if you were to sit where Teacher Tim is, looking into Web Talk, there would be hundreds that would leave your magic news feed for what you're sharing. Teacher Tim is holding on to levels very, very deep, past 5 simple levels, and broad outside of IEG, because Teacher Andy does have people that are outside of who Teacher Tim invited. He also. You're not going to see that, Web Talkers. It's time now to go to the next level. So Teacher Andy, I'll stop there, because I think that what you showed was actually very simple and clear and right on point. Oh, your microphone. Let me
Yeah, so okay. So one thing I want to reiterate really quickly is, guys, if you see a post like this, a teacher is posting, hey, we're going to have a live, class or whatever, I certainly believe that you should share it.
Yes.
That should be seen, okay? You should share that so that more people see it. What we're talking about is posts like this. Okay. Yes, I might think this is a wonderful post. I might think that everybody is just so excited to see my family's in front of a pyramid. But are they? Not everyone. Okay. These are the kind of posts that I would come up to, and instead of hitting the share button, I'm just going to comment. See, look, people, I mean, yes, I just posted this, but if you look, hopefully people are listening and actually understanding what we're saying. I don't see any shares. Okay. Because guess what? I put it into one, I put it into just the IEG travel. Okay. So only IEG travel people are seeing that, not everybody in Web Talk. So that's cool. All right. That's what we want. We want the interaction. We don't need all the shares of kind of, to me, like pointless things. Okay. So when you're thinking about, well, what are Teacher Tim and Teacher Andy talking about here? Like, I thought we were supposed to share stuff. Well, think of it like this. If it's super important, if it's hey, we're doing a live right now and everybody needs to show up and start interacting and learning, oh, I'm going to share that. But what I still would do, I would still, if it was me, I would still go up here, copy that link, and put it into my timeline as a link into my newsfeed. Why? And Tim Beck, I think I'm correct about this. If somebody shares this, when someone comments on it somewhere else, I still get the points. But if they copy the link and make their own post with this, then they get the points.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
guys, what have I told you numerous times? I don't need all these points, because all these 15 shares, if these people had just copied the link and put that link into their newsfeed, now someone would comment on that and make them points and revenue, and not just me. So all these people, I love it that you shared it. I much appreciated. They know what they're doing. They said, hey, there's number 8 is up. It's live. People need to see it. And that's fine. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're doing that, because it is getting it out there. But what I would do is I would take this, I would click on the links, because guess what? You probably have a bunch of different contexts than I do. So if you share this right now, it might not go to all the contexts that you want it to go to. But if you copy the link and say where you want that to go to your contacts, now you might be engaging someone who's not even part of IEG, and they go, I want to be part of it. I want to get in. Okay. So this is what we're doing, guys. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to help you guys understand that there are wonderful ways for you to earn more revenue for yourself, because what you're doing is you're creating more what am I trying to say? Hate it when the word is just more I guess, for the lack of a word, more information on your page so that people can interact with that, instead of just sharing someone else's stuff. Okay. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to increase the value of all of your posts, because that's what we want to do. And we want people to understand that this thing right here, the shared, if it's big, cool, share it. If it's small, and I'm really glad that no one shared this, because either no one shared it just because they haven't, or they actually were listening and and haven't shared it. If you want to share this, if you want to send out Teacher Andy's picture to everybody and be like, oh, check this out, great, I guess, if you really want to. copy the link and paste that link into your newsfeed so it generates revenue for you. Now, guys, if you're posting results of your Kahoot quiz, if you see somebody posting a result of their quiz, Kahoot quiz, don't hit share. Don't hit share. Comment on it. Hey, congratulations. You did really well. That's awesome. To me, that's really cool. That's interaction. That's you guys expressing your joy of how you've done a quiz, you've done really well, you're happy about that. You should post that. Post it to your contacts, post it to a custom group, because those people are the ones that actually want to talk to you about it, and they should be commenting, not sharing it. Okay? Comment on it, like it, appreciate the value of that Kahoot, because I didn't say it was not valuable, because to you it is valuable. Just like I showed you the picture of me in front of a pyramid, that's pretty valuable to me. But to someone who's trying to run their business on cryptocurrency, do they want to see that? Not at all. Okay. So hopefully that kind of makes a little bit more sense as far as, where we're headed with IEG travel, as well as just IEG in general, to make our group stronger and more powerful and keep people and have more people come in. Because when this app comes out, and I keep talking about it over and over again, when the app comes out, there's going to be a flood of people joining. And when they start hitting hashtags, and you've hashtagged your country, you've hashtagged your cities, you've hashtagged a business, you hashtagged IEG travel, you hashtagged an airline, what's going to happen? All of these posts that you guys have been posting all over the place in Web Talk, which I love. I absolutely love that IEG travel posts so much stuff. The travel portal, some point, travel portal is going to come up and everyone's going to type in, oh, travel portal. And we're going to see hashtag travel portal. And they're going to say, who is this group of IEG travel people? We've got to talk to them. We've got to connect with them. Guys, we're starting to get, and Tim knows a little bit about this, and we've talked about it a little bit. We're starting to get people like leaders from other teams that are starting to ask us questions. How do you guys get so much interaction? How do you guys do so well? How are things going so great for you? And what do we say? We have some awesome people that are listening and understanding what Web Talk is going to do for every single one of us. Not, hey, it's all about me. It's not. We're working on building this group so that, like I said, it's going to be us, 100, 200 people right now. And when that app comes out, it's just going to go like this. We don't want those people that come in to see so much stuff on their newsfeed that they don't want to see, that they go, okay, I can't deal with this group. We want them to be part of the group. We want them to be excited just like we are, because the more people that we get in, the more revenue we generate, and the less work we have to do individually to create that revenue. So that is the goal. That is the plan. That is the future look of what we want to do, especially with IEG travel. And this isn't just about IEG travel, guys. When you start creating a group, Super Z, movies, songs, the Musical Monday kind of stuff, as you guys are building these groups, take these ideas and start using them. Because what you want to do is you want to create the hashtags where people come in, but you don't want them to leave because there's too many posts about silly stuff. But if Super Z posts that she's going to do a live and wants to talk about a movie or a song to learn English, to learn words, to talk about it, to dissect it, that's what I would share. I would share that. She's doing a class. She's doing something big. Now, if you did a screenshot of who was in that group and posted it, like, hey, look at how many people are in our group, send that to your contacts. If someone sees that, don't share that one. Comment, emoji. If you can't comment, click on their name, connect with them. because we're going to start realizing that instead of going through and just adding everybody, if we start seeing the posts of people that have the like-minded idea, the IEG travel, if you see hashtag IEG travel in someone in your newsfeed, click on that comment, see if you can comment. If you can't comment, you should be connecting with them. That should be a guarantee. If you see IEG travel, you should be connecting with them. That's why we have the hashtags, because I can go through, I can scroll through and see stuff, and then boom, I see IEG travel, I'm connecting with that person right away so that we can interact. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense for us. What I would really like is IEG travel people, if you watch this, when you watch this, because a lot of you are probably at work or, you know, sleeping. I don't know what you're doing. We're all over the world. So you could be up right now or you could be asleep right now. Who knows? What I would really like for you to do in the comments in this, and like I say, sometimes I say, please don't comment on anything that I post. Other times I say, please do. This is one of those where I'm saying, please do. Not because I need points, but because I want you guys to ask questions. If you have questions about what we're talking about, how do I connect? How do I know what to share and not to share? Things like that. Ask those questions so that, you know, either I or someone else can respond to you and give you that information so that we're all, you know, we're all thinking on the same level. And ask those questions in the comments. Why? Because it generates you know, points and activity and interaction. One last thing is, like I've always said, always, no matter what teacher is live, no matter what teacher is doing what class, I would say if you see a live with a teacher teaching a class, and I don't really care what class it is or what group it is or whatever, I would copy this link right here. This link right here, the YouTube link, and I would paste it into your newsfeed. Those are things that need to get out. Don't just share it. Either do the entire link, but if the class is over, do I need all this information? Maybe not. So I would probably just copy the link and throw that in there because there might be some information typed in there, but most of the time it's just a Zoom link and a live link. Go ahead, copy the live link, put that in your newsfeed because it's going to generate activity. I guarantee it. Somebody's going to comment on it, and probably someone's going to see that, not know the rules, and share it when they see it on yours. And that's okay. If they do, they do. We're trying to bring that down. It doesn't happen overnight. Don't yell at people if they share. If someone shares it, don't be like, oh, you're the worst person in the world because you shared my thing. You never listen. No, it's not that. It's probably they just didn't see this video. And if they did, and they shared it, then they shared it. We want to bring down those shares as much as possible. Will people share stuff? Of course they will. That just happens. That's social media. People like to share stuff. But we just don't need 60 posts of someone's quiz results in a row, okay? But what we do need is people congratulating them on how well they did in their Kahoot quiz. That's what I'd rather see when someone posts all their contacts. Hey, this is what I did in my Kahoots. Oh my gosh, they're learning something, being successful. Tim, do you have anything else?
You know, it's funny. I want to bring up to the Vietnamese web talkers, the Elsa app is something that you introduced. You introduced an Elsa, you know, an application in WebTalk, and many people are downloading it. And the Elsa app, you know, they're getting many more downloads, and they don't know where it's coming from. It doesn't matter. They're growing that Elsa app because of you, Vietnam. You promoted it in WebTalk, and people went into that app to use it. Beautiful. Not many people understand what WebTalk is. It's a promotional tool for whatever you're creating. And with that Elsa app and how you are developing Vietnamese web talkers is you can take that screenshot of the 95% and the different things that you're learning and make it to your contacts only. That's something for your contacts only. Hashtag the ELSA app like you do. Hashtag IEG, something learning. And that is for contacts only. And that is where we're going to take you. So you are aware of some of the things that needs to be for your contacts, for your friends in Web Talk. And then there's the public for the value-based posts, the Zoom interactive sessions, the meetings, the Comedy Centrals of Web Talk. Those are value-based. This is just the beginning. You are being guided by Teacher Andy and Teacher Tim. And as Teacher Andy says, we are going to guide you in a way that we grow correctly and not go down the mountain. We're going up the mountain, and we're going up your mountain. That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee. And I want to, Teacher Andy, I want to share this with you then really quick. Here's a screen share, okay? To everybody out there who might be listening, whatever it is, shared 15 hours ago, okay? Technology Talk Thursday presents. Now, Daryl, you know Daryl. He came in to a Zoom last week. He's not connected to IEG. He's doing everything in his power to do things with IEG. IEG, as you know, Teacher Andy, and the Web Talkers out there, we are everywhere. Okay? So there's your little bonus. Now, Daryl shares this from 15 hours ago. Okay? Now, I want to show you something that's very, very important. Look at the comments. It's not Teacher Tim's post anymore. It's Daryl's content. Look at what is written by a pro user. A pro user. So, is it a goal to make connections even though you really don't know the people? What does Teacher Tim write? She says 15 hours ago, I write 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago from 15 hours ago, what is Teacher Tim doing? How could that be 14-hour difference and still communicate? What does Teacher Tim write? No. No what? So, is it a goal to make connections even though you really don't know the people? No. What does she write? The automatic tag. Phew. That's what it felt like. Now I'm going through the people. Laugh online. If you don't think IEG and Teacher Tim and Teacher Andy are reaching people outside of our network, then you don't understand Web Talk. Because this is not about just connecting with anybody. It's not. You're thinking short-sighted emojis and comments. Points. We're talking true engagement and the development of a mindset in the 21st century based on the value that you give out into the world called content. You're going to make revenue. And what a beautiful, if I can actually change the subject from the IEG travel project, Teacher Andy, to the travel project that we got to go into Africa and talk to a young human being this morning, my time and your evening. We traveled to a part of Africa where we listened to a vision. not connected to us, to someone outside of IEG, coming to Teacher Andy, and Teacher Andy being there for that web talker who's outside of IEG. And Teacher Andy always knows that he can say, hey, Teacher Tim, are you available? I will be there to stand with Teacher Andy every single time. We got to travel to Africa and listen to a vision and his facts. Does he understand Web Talk? No. Vietnam, you do. Thank you for promoting the ELSA app in Web Talk. They're growing without knowing who's growing them. You, because you promoted ELSA, you're using it, developing your English to interact with us here in Zoom as well. And you're making revenue because you're promoting something you love. It's called the ELSA app. That's all I really want to say to the web talkers out there. That's the bigger picture. It's happening today. And the travel project for me, because of Teacher Toto and Teacher Andy coming together, it's such a it's the number one project of Web Talk. It's the number one project. And we need to take it to the next level, and we need to make it private. And I'm not talking talk mail private. I'm not talking let me make a post and everybody emoji on Teacher Tim's post. So Teacher Tim gets all the points. I'm not talking that low level. I'm talking keep creating the IEG travel project posts, especially IEG Vietnam, and make and learn how to create contact-only posts. Your true leader, Teacher Toto, will be informed very shortly, and then she will write it in a document for Vietnam and the rest of you to understand in your mother tongue. That is so important in true project-based, your mother tongue. This is not about learning English, Web Talk land. This is about the passion of a human being, and all of you have it. And I want to thank Teacher Martin for giving me the opportunity through Teacher Andy for allowing me to be there for a couple hours. It was the most beautiful opportunity to be a part of. And I know he's listening, because he always is. So that's what I want to share, Teacher Andy, because the IEG travel project, is just amazing. I love seeing all the posts. I just want to take it now to the next level of private contacts only, so we don't lose more like you shared, 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. It's just going to get larger. And when the app comes, then it's Silly World in a real-time platform. People won't know what to do. It's going to be too much. And I did see, we got someone in here. Is that Teacher Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teacher Andy,
I'm listening.
Hey, thank you, Teacher Barry. Do you know that Mr. Web Talk went live with the software? He went live today after I spoke to you and told you that IEG Russia, Teacher Vladimir talking to Mr. Web Talk in a YouTube video. He learned how to do it, and then he went live when you were sleeping, Teacher Andy.
Actually, I was not sleeping. I was listening.
No, I was
I'm
sleeping.
not talking to you. I'm not talking to you, Teacher Barry.
I was
Okay.
sleeping.
Yeah, Teacher Andy. So we met, Teacher Barry. We met with in the Web Talk Live, but Teacher Andy was sleeping a couple hours before we were in Africa with, with an American introducing us, something very special to get him in Web Talk. And then Teacher Andy went to sleep. And then what happened? Mr. Web Talk was trained how to go Web Talk live in Zoom, in a free Zoom account. And he was Web Talk live streaming. Teacher Barry opening up his eyes in Algeria. Oh, guys, I just opened my eyes. Teacher Tim joins in. And then Teacher Barry, show him your logo for IEG. Check this out, Teacher Andy.
This is just the start. I haven't finished it yet. When you go to, I have other uses to it because I've erased the background in order for for a better use. If you go to my WebTalk profile, you will find that I've included many pictures there, including the one with the logo, and myself and another. Yeah, here you go.
Shoot. Is it in your news feed?
Yeah. Here it is.
Okay. Nice. Now remember, this has to be Toto approved.
This has to be what?
I said this has to be Toto approved. Toto has to be the one to approve this. She's the one that wants this to be a major company. And so it has to all be approved through Toto. No, I'm just kidding. But no, that's really cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. See,
trying.
This is what is so crazy is that everybody is involved. Everybody is doing something. Everybody is bringing their own personal value to this, and it's really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. That might have to be on our IEG page profile.
It's beautiful, man. I go into the Web Talk live because I see Mr. Web Talk promoted. Hey, go guys, go! And I go in. I'm at the school, as you know, Teacher Andy. I'm at the school, and I see Mr. Web Talk with a new Web Talker from India, and Teacher Barry's there. And I don't want to take up too much of their time.
Yeah, I got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, not your time. I'm talking about that past one. I don't want to take too much time of theirs. And so I'm like, hey guys, just enjoy. Nice to see the Web Talk live. I'll see you in Web Talk. And as I'm leaving, Teacher Bree's like, hey, Teacher Tim, I want to show you something. And I hear him, but I leave anyway. And I go over to Web Talk, and he's showing, when he takes the video away from him, and it's IEG, it's a logo. So I comment in there, and very nice, Teacher Barry, very nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
With that said, let's get Teacher Andy out.
So the app that you're talking about, the OBS or whatever, that's on your news feed, right, Tim?
No.
Whose newsfeed?
It's on. Well, I shared it. Mr. Web Talk. Oh, look who shows up! Super D ambassador. Mr. Web Talk shared it of Vladimir, Teacher Vladimir, teaching him
so look
the
on
OBS.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool, guys. I'm going to finish this live up just because it is, kind of more of a IEG travel. I don't know, Tim, if you want to continue talking to everybody since they're coming on as far as, starting a new live or something like that. That's up to you guys. But I'm gonna turn this one off because this is for the IEG travel group, and I don't want to continue on with other information that would be better on a different live for people to hear. So
Yeah.
so this is IAG travel people. I'm going to I don't think I'm going to be able to do Saturday nights and like Sunday mornings. So maybe what I can do is I'm going to talk to Toto. I might try to change it to Friday nights, which would be Saturday morning for Vietnam, because to try to get it in the morning on the weekend for you guys. But I don't think that Saturday night's going to work for me. I keep being a jerk and either missing it or or forgetting it or something. So I've got to figure that out. So I'm not going to give any promises, but I will make a post about Saturday night. I might as well just say it. Like I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen on Saturday night. But let me talk to Toto and try to get a better schedule, because I know that I don't want to do it in the morning during the week because people would be at work, so that wouldn't be very smart either. So I will talk to her and try to come up with something. And I really feel badly that Saturday night's not working, but it's just not. I just don't think it's going to work. But maybe I can figure out maybe Friday night, which would be Saturday morning. So let me figure that out. And for those of you who thought I was going to be on at 9:30 today, watch the video. Start making your posts. Start doing. Start consciously making the post of, I'm going to share things that are big and important, and I'm going to copy links and post on news feeds things that aren't so important. But I'm going to share that. I'm going to send it to my contacts so that we can start generating more revenue within ourselves. Okay, so awesome, guys. Good to see Osama and Andy jump on here at the end. I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful evening, day, wherever you're at. I think 2 of us are about to go to bed and 2 of us are just enjoying our day. So I'm going to end it now, and I will talk to you guys later.
See you,
Thank you.
Danny. Thank you, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey,